How's it going, everybody? It is your boy Ringo Flats. I don't know why Ringesto looks like this. No, why he's upset. There's no reason to be upset. But I have been grinding away, and it is currently. Let's see, where are we at? I'm at level 33. Okay. Well, I have some talent points available, but we're just gonna grind the last levels, and hopefully that'll be enough for the last missions, whatever it takes for to get me to level 34. Like that one. But yeah, we're getting there. Not as hard to get to level 34 as I thought. I was able to I just did, if you look over here in the collections tab. Oh, not the collections tab. Sorry, the challenges tab. You can see my exploration went up immensely. I did all the astronomy tables. I did all the Hogwarts secrets, which that one was the clock puzzle, which I can't remember if I recorded or not. I started to do some Merlin trials, but I hate those, so I didn't do it. I did all of these. That helped. I popped all the balloons, and then I just finished doing all of these right here. And then a few. Actually, no, I haven't done any missions. But yeah, that's all I did, and it was enough to get me to level 33. And what is that, a quarter? So by my calculations, the amount of missions left, we should easily be able to reach 34, probably without having to do all of them. First thing I want to do, I want to customize this for how we're going to look in the game. We need a new fit for our OWLs. And I think we're going to go to Hogsmeade and get ourselves a haircut. First off, let's get rid of this right here. Let's go to outfit. Well, no, we want that outfit, but let's upgrade or change the look of it. So let's see. I really think that right there is classy. That's what I think we need to look like in the end. I can't remember what was the one that we wore, because it's been a year now. But what did we wear when we did the final battle? The big final main battle. I think we wore something special. You know, I like. It's kind of I don't know if I'd say a weird trait, but it's something that's a little strange. I always like the look of my character, and I like to customize outfits a lot. So they're, you know, it matches the moment, and there's a lot of games that allow for it, and it's really cool. One of my favorites is the PS4, and I guess now PS5 Spider-Man games. If you play through them again, I like to change my suits throughout the story. There's like Spider-Man's getting a new suit and stuff like that. I always thought that was cool. But I'm going to mute my phone here and watch the main quest finale and see what my boy was wearing for his final battle. Okay, I think I actually was wearing the embroidered formal. This means we can't wear it. We've already worn it. So if that's the case, I like the way this looks right here. Okay. I think it's a good look. I don't think we've ever worn this one before. It's a nice pattern. No, I know we've worn that. That looks nice. No, I like that. I like the long pants too. Got that. Our cloak look. I mean, we could do this, but that's a little I think that's a little over the top. Okay, as cool as this, and that would match the embroidered one. But I think we need to do a standard school cloak. I'm not a huge fan of. Well, I don't mind these, but maybe to have one of these with the darker gold on it. Majestic, distinguished, decorative. I don't know which one of these I like more. These are both cool. Okay, listen, I get it. The cape is cool. That one's also cool. But no, we gotta stick to normal school. Oh, I'm having a hard time deciding between these two. They're basically the same. It's just, do I want like the darker gold with the black trim, or do I want the brighter yellow? I think I like that more. No neckwear. We don't need that. I haven't looked at wand handles in a while. I should have unlocked more. I did like that one. I liked a lot of these. We'll stick to that one. We'll switch it up a little bit. What does the hood look like on that one? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go to the map here. We go at the Hall of Me. You know, I think it's time for just a little bit of a haircut. That is clearly the closest over here. Yeah, great thing. I'm so glad that I can't perform spells when it's not the school year. Actually, I do wonder what the, like, when you go to Hogsmeade as a student, like, I wonder what the distance around the school is where you can do magic and not get in trouble. Getting your hair cut at 3 o'clock in the morning, I see.
Come on in, come on in. Don't be shy.
That's what I started with, right? Was longer hair. No. That's Sebastian's haircut. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a changed student. My hair was about that long recently before I just cut it short again in real life. No, he doesn't need to go. He doesn't need. Oh shit, we gotta go bald. No! I love that video so much. Yeah, that's what we have now.
You can stop by any time.
No. We could rock that right there. I think we are. Ringesto is ready.
And I shall hope to see you soon.
He's ready to finish this. Actually, as I look at that, that's too tall. Change it back. I think we could rock longer.
Don't be shy.
I like that one. It's a little too long. That's what we have. There we go. I like that. Hair's a little
You
longer
take
now.
care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
We let it grow out after, you know, the end of the season, winter. There we go. Just spent 10 minutes doing that. Don't worry. These last few episodes are going to be a little bit longer. So we've done all the missions here. There's a bunch up here that we can do. And we shall do. I shan't. I shan't. Because what I can do, I can't. Snobby. Glorpy is a free elb.
Bard of Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's
This might have been the
loyalists.
haircut I started the
They
game with.
seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't.
This was the haircut I started out with. That's fine.
Was last
I
seen
just
in
cut
the
my
forest
hair like I
wearing a
said before.
particular
I just
woolen
cut it back to
jumper,
a style I've had
one
it
that
before.
Claire knitted herself.
Like when I started the channel. Actually, no. This is
Claire will be at her
pre-channel.
shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Besides, like, the obscure videos like Big Boys Fight Night. Man, I wish I had that series. I wish I had that live stream saved. That was one of the best events I ever put on. You know, I deeply enjoyed the company of my friends online. They've been on the channel. Like, Connor, aka Boss, Derek, Dietrich, Dan, Luna. But we once did an event where we did that. It was me versus Connor and a bunch of fighting games. We did like 3. I think we did WWE, then or I think we had to cut it to just WWE and boxing or UFC because for whatever reason Fight Night Champion wouldn't work. Now it will. We always talk about doing it again because it was so much fun to set up. But
Is that how Felix wearing a wooden jumper?
that was such a good time. Oh.
Potato! Stupid one! Incendio! Confringo! Wavada! Stupid one! Defendo! Incendio!
Light on fire, baby.
Confringo!
Yeah, that was such a fun event. We do it again, but I've never done something that quite that coordinated with friends.
I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
I think we can again. I just think it's gonna take the right amount of time. I'm so busy. Like, obviously, I love doing the YouTube channel, but I've got other things. I have a full career outside of this. I work a very good job. It's a hard-working job. It's I don't know if I guess it's technically blue collar, but you know it's labor, but it pays very well, which is cool because it allows me to support this channel. But besides this, you know, I'm in a band, and that eats up a lot of my time, especially recently because we've been writing and recording music for an album. We are gonna release a single first, but it's gonna be on the album. I'm not a big fan of band. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not a big fan. But a lot of bands, it seems like recently, no one wants to make albums anymore. Like back then, it used to be cool to do like an EP and then an album. But he was even harder back then because like there's no like home studio stuff unless you want like some really like crude music like early Ween stuff, which I love Ween, and I love like the Pod and God Ween Satan, which is definitely their brownest music, which that's a Ween term for all of you that don't know. But
Brownrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
but like now it's so easy.
Madam Beaumont,
Not necessarily easy, but it gets a lot.
Badolf? What do you know of my
What do I
brother?
tell her? I gotta tell her. Oh, I don't know if I would like to say it that way.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Badolf? That's absurd.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
He was wearing
But,
a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
You know,
No.
there's such an opportunity to produce higher quality music on your own now. But it seems like people don't even release like EPs anymore to start their career. They just keep doing
I'm truly
single.
sorry.
And then 5
I
months
wish it had been
later,
better
new
news.
single. It's like
I wish
no
you well,
one
Madam Beaumont.
wants to put forth the time.
What more could I have done?
And this isn't for everyone, but it seems like a lot of people don't want to put forth the time to just do to do an album. And so me and my band, now granted, my guitarist, he is
A map. I
certified.
wonder where it leads.
He went to college for music production, so you know that does give him a little bit of an edge over, you know, just your average. I would still call our work as a band amateur. It seems like this first album, the thing is we've already written it. I really enjoy the music, but definitely some of the stuff. Now I've been writing songs for so long. A lot of the stuff that I've written since then, I would say, is a lot higher quality. But yeah, I feel like once this album's done, because in between the album done and I guess there's no time limit on the album. We're not being rushed for it, but you know, it's still eating up whatever time I have that's not for this channel. But whatever time, yeah, you get what I'm saying. It eats up a lot of time. So until that's done, because it's looking like we probably won't be playing shows for a little while, just because we don't have a drummer. It's kind of hard to find a drummer right now, at least where I live. At least someone that can play a combination of stoner metal and progressive metal mixed together. But yeah, I think once we're done recording the album, we should have a little bit easier of a time. I would like to try to do some... I have no clue where I'm going. I would like to try to do some more channel-based quests. I think I would like to live stream again. I keep saying that. I never do it. I don't know why I don't do it. Lumos over bridge to candles. I have no idea what that means. But yeah, maybe I think the next time I live stream, I think it's gonna be on YouTube or like YouTube Live, just because that's a lot easier. Because I don't really have a base on Twitch at all, and at least have some basis of the entire basis of the channel is YouTube, obviously. I mean, I have some Instagram followers, but I don't take the Instagram as seriously as I should also. But You know how it be. I have no clue what this is asking. I did Lumos on the bridge, the only bridge I know of, unless it's saying us. I mean, this looks like the bridge, doesn't it?
Lumos.
Oh, unless it's this bridge. There's more trees over here. I mean, this doesn't really seem like the right shaped bridge, though. I'm not sure on this one. God, I love this song. I have to look up a guide on this one. I have no clue. Let's see. You know what? I'm stupid. I need to just pause the episode. Okay, it says to make our way to the Forbidden Forest entrance. Where the hell that is. I mean, that could really be anywhere, couldn't it? Let's try it over here, I guess. My beloved. I love them. There's Ringo Flat's lore. That's one of my favorite things that exist in any video game or any lore. I love those little daffodils so much. I don't know why they're just so funny to me. They're so cute.
Lumos.
This way they go honk. Is it possible it's on a wooden bridge here? Oh.
Enchanted candles.
Okay, here we go.
Wonder where they're heading.
That took long enough. Sorry. Honk. I know why I like weird sounds like that. Reminds me of the
The candles
secret
seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
startup sound you can do on the GameCube. I still needed to do the Kung Fu one. I need to hook up 4 controllers to my GameCube and see if I can do the Kung Fu. Like, yo, oh yo. Yeah, I've never been well, I don't know if I've never been successful. I've never tried to do the. I've never tried to do that one on GameCube. I can't remember how you do the. I think you hold the Z button while you start up the console, and it does the sounds like those little daffodils go like, and then you hear I think a kid giggles. It reminds me of like old like Nick Jr. shows that I watched as a very wee lad. I don't want to say I love that. I enjoy that aesthetic. It reminds me of nostalgic times. I wouldn't say I seek it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I was watching recently. I was watching some, like Nick Jr. or something with, or maybe he was streaming. I was probably streaming or something because no one ever watches TV anymore. I was watching something like that with one of my little cousins. And I believe it was, I think it was, oh yeah, it was, Backyardigans. I was watching that. There was just something that made me so happy about a show that I loved as a child. Her enjoying. It was very wholesome. Then that same lineage of cousins, because she has a lot of siblings. Her oldest full sibling, who I won't tell any of the other ones, but she's actually my favorite, the oldest one. She's like 14 or 15 now, but a long time ago I can remember over at her grandparents' house watching, and I don't know, it's probably like 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago. So I was like 14 or 15. She was like 6 or 7, but watching Max and Ruby. It was another just wholesome experience. I was just happy just to enjoy a show that I absolutely adored in my childhood with, you know, someone I love. I only like that cousin more because that one's always been nice to me. I was joking. They're all nice to me.
Are we?
Unlike my brother. My brother's mean. Just joking. I love my brother too. I don't know if my older brother's ever been on the channel, actually.
Did you mention
We
Ranrock's
recorded a
lawyers?
totally accurate
I did.
Battlegrounds
My
episode. It
apologies.
was
I've not
really
been
fun.
myself since we last met.
And then it got
Ranrock and
corrupted,
his
and I was
followers
so mad
set
because
up
it was
camp
so
here.
funny.
No regard for our beloved
I need to do
hamlet
more
or our
videos with my
livelihoods.
brother.
Ruthless. It's
He's
Ranrock
chronically
I have to thank
online
for
like me
losing
too,
Bardolph.
so we have a lot of time that we could do
Vanya
it.
somehow rid our hamlet
I
of
want to
these
play something
monsters.
competitive against him though, because I don't know. I mean, playing like a co-op game would be fun, but I would like to. I'd like to
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's
play
lawyers.
like a competitive game, like
Perhaps I can
Madden
do
or something
something.
like that, just for like a fun little
Much
one-off,
as I
like
would
Saturday
love to
Night
be rid
Ringo
of them,
thing.
I wouldn't want you to risk injury or worse. Please be cautious.
Oh, is that him?
We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Wait.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
If God came down to me, you know, I won't do that one. If a genie, if I unleashed a genie's lamp, and it wasn't, you know, it didn't have like the, you know, the drawbacks or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, you get $1 million, but the economy's crashed, so it's worth nothing. This is a fun genie. No negatives, only positives. The only negatives is negatives you make with your decisions after what they give you. One of my 3 wishes would be to make those flowers real and make them long-lasting and easy to grow, so everyone can enjoy them. Now I know what you're saying. Oh, they're gonna be so annoying. I could listen to that all day.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Such arrogance. How nice it is. I will make you pay.
You know what? I want to try because Stupefy is better now. No. I do it every single time. Or sorry, Expelliarmus is more powerful now. Yeah, it is.
I won't
Did I just kill that one with it?
I'll win. No! I will make you such arrogance.
Oh gosh. Or no, maybe it was stupefied though. I don't know. We got a 30
One cut down,
XP
one
combo.
more to go.
Cheap. Passing his time in the grassland away. I can't remember the Pink Floyd lyric. I love that song. That's my favorite Pink Floyd album. If you didn't know, is Animals. I don't really. Well, I'm gonna say I don't care. I'm is ambivalent the right word? I just don't. The political. So I don't like to get political in anything. I believe that's something that people should keep to themselves. It's shocking that that is more of a controversial take now, because it used to not be. But I don't really care. I won't say I don't care for. I just don't care about the political undertones of that album. I think that is one of Pink Floyd's greatest work. Huge Pink Floyd fan. I mean, you know, I've said it before, I'm a rock and metal fan. As I just explained this episode, I've been a rock and metal band. Metal band. You know, we have our rock origins. But, huge rock fan too, especially old prog rock. But yeah, when I come to Pink Floyd, you know, obviously I love the classics like Dark Moon and The Wall, but I think that's the best. I also love, I listen to Wish You Were Here a lot, which that's definitely more of a normal pick for them. But I like the David Gilmour stuff. I mean, it seems like a lot of people like the Division Belt, but not as many people like Momentary Lapse of Reason. And those people are wrong. That album is one of the best things Pink Floyd has ever done. Just because you like Roger Waters so much. Okay, but you know what? You compare the two David Gilmour albums to the one really heavy Roger Waters album, The Final Cut. I don't like that album as much. It's probably my least favorite Pink Floyd album. That includes the weird 60s albums, okay? I find those more enjoyable than The Final Cut. There's some good... You know what? The only song I really care for in the album is the one song that David Gilmour sings on. Okay? And I'm not saying that just as like pitting the two against each other, because I love a lot of Roger's music. Animals... He sings the majority of the songs on Animals, and as I've stated, that's my favorite album. But, yeah, I just, I think when they were both leading full on, I think David Gilmour's Pink Floyd is better.
Hello, Madam.
I think they were the best when they both worked together. Man, when I listen to, like, Pulse, which has a few, I mean, it's obviously mostly the older stuff, but like the live album Pulse, it still has a lot of Momentary and Division Bell on it. Those songs go so hard with the full band backing.
Still be with me now. I'm especially grateful.
I think I don't know if actually, yeah, I think I like Division Bell more than Momentary Lapse of Reason. But man, Learning to Fly is just a masterpiece of a song.
Truly, Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins.
Actually, I don't think I need to see your wares, but
what do you have for sale?
You got a stag skull.
Sincerely.
That's what I've always wanted. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to level 34. Now some other bands I like. Okay, continuing along the prog rock, which, you know, I would consider Pink Floyd prog rock, but they're a different side of that coin. Like the more typical British prog rock style is like ELP, Emerson, Lake Palmer, or my personal favorite of the British prog rockers. And is Yes. Good Lord, I love Yes. I like King Crimson too. The thing about King Crimson, their early stuff, is I love it, but it goes really far down the prog. It's almost like experimental jazz with like rock twinges, which rock has a lot of jazz in its origins.
Oh, Milo. What am I to do?
But it loses a lot of the rock edge, which is fine. I think it's cool until you get to Red, which I think Red is one of their best albums.
Is there something
Red
I can help you with?
Red
Mr.
Adley.
is
Edgar
considered
Adley.
like
No. No, I don't
prog
think so.
metal, and it came out
That's
74,
Milo, he's
75.
mad
It's a pretty
schemes.
crazy album.
Milo?
He
And
was
I
my
also
friend.
love Lark's
Came
Tongue
to
and
me a few
Aspic.
days ago with a
But
brilliant
that's some real
plan to make some
crazy
quick
King
galleons.
Crimson. That's
All I had to do
I've
was
tried to
follow
show
him
that
into
to
the
friends who
forbidden
like
forest.
21st
They had known he
century
wanted to
schizoid
procure
men
venom
and
from a living
other,
acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to
other
go
their more
like that.
famous stuff, and they cannot get into Lark's
very
Tongue and
sorry to hear
Aspic.
about
But
your
I think
friend.
it's a badass
Oh,
album.
thank you. I can't
Yes.
think of it.
I love Yes, and I
Milo's
think,
body is
the
still
cool
in that
thing about
cave with
Yes,
the absconder.
much like
The
Rush,
Absconder.
they could
Aye,
make
Milo's
a
name
just
for the
it's
acromantula.
crazy, and it's something
He
that
did
we've
have a
lost
flair for the
besides bands like
dramatic.
Dream Theater
In fact, as he died,
or Devin Townsend or
Milo begged me
Porcupine
to
Tree,
take
who are
his
bands I
pocket
absolutely adore,
watch,
especially Dream
so
Theater.
that
They're
his
probably my
daughter
favorite
would have
band of all
something to
time.
remember him by. But
But,
I
Those
fled.
older prog rock bands, like they could
If I
sell
have
an
time,
album,
I
like
can
they
try
were
to collect
selling
the Ellen
millions of
Watson especially.
records
You can't possibly
at a
go
time,
to
going
that
gold and
Acromantula's
platinum
cave.
with their
You'll be
stuff.
killed.
And
Please,
the thing
forget
I love
said
about
anything.
prog rock and something I try to incorporate is it's album-oriented music. It's not there just and yes, and Rush kind of moved on to that in the
Now, where
80s.
could that Acromantula
Although
cave
at
be?
least partially, because I think they still put a lot of care into the album as a whole, unlike other bands which only tried to sell singles and you didn't care about the rest of the album because it was subpar, because they knew which was, or they were betting. I wouldn't say they knew it was going to work, but they were betting on what was going to work. But like especially 70s like Rush and Yes is like close to the edge. That album sold awesome. It's only got 3 songs on it, a 20-minute epic and then 2 10-minute songs. You couldn't, well, I'm not gonna say you couldn't make that now, but you're not gonna be, you know, topping the Billboard charts unless you're maybe Tool. Well, actually, I know Tool would do it. And Tool is the closest. Well, Tool did top the Billboard Hot 200. But Tool's the closest with Fear Inoculum, because even though it's like 10 tracks, it's only 7 songs, and one of them's a drum solo, so it's really a 6-song album, and every song is over 10 minutes long. But because it's Tool, they can get away with that, because that's a different animal of a band, especially in the US. Like, I didn't know. I was looking at it. I'm a huge Dream Theater fan. I'm also a ginormous Tool fan. I've seen them twice in concert. But I was wondering, I was like, you know, these are both like considered like the masters of modern prog metal, are Dream Theater and Tool. So I was like, what's the album sales? And I found that Tool has only sold 1 million albums more than Dream Theater. So I was like, that's crazy, because Tool seems like they're playing like I saw Dream Theater in the O2 on this 40th anniversary tour they did, but the first time I saw them, it was in still a big venue, and still they have like a nice stage production, but you know, a smaller venue, it was like a small amphitheater. Whereas Tool is like basically stadium or festival stages only. So like that's kind of interesting. What I learned is that Tool has sold most of their albums in the US and not too much in other markets, whereas which they have, but whereas Dream Theater hasn't sold as much in the US, but has sold more in international markets, and that's how they're able to catch up. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know where this conversation is going. It just started by me talking about how I love Pink Floyd, but you know, I like filling in. Especially these late night episodes when I'm tired. I do this every once in a while. But I really shouldn't be tired because I'm on a night shift schedule at work, and this is during shift. I guess I started falling asleep a little too early this weekend. So I just drank a Red Bull, and you know, I should be good to go. But I get a little more talkative when I'm tired, which is good, I think. I gotta find the Absconder's Cave. Absconder. But let me know out there. How many of y'all like progressive rock and metal,
The cave must be
or just
somewhere in
metal
this-
indeed? Because that's not just I listen to. I like
I wonder what else
my
is in there.
standard metals. I love my Metallicas and my Megadeths, especially my Black Sabbaths. And I'm not just talking about like a normal fan, okay? I'm talking like a quite heavy fan. Like if there's a band I like I've listened to at least all of their studio albums at least once, okay? And that's true for the Metallica and the Megadeth. Now, Metallica, I remember most of it, even the not good stuff, but like some of Megadeth stuff, I've listened to all their albums, but some of that 2000 stuff, I don't remember at all. Like, I won't say it was bad, but it was forgettable. Although, there's a few gems of songs in there, and I like Megadeth, and I think Dave Mustaine has a cool voice. I don't like him as much as Metallica, but I'd be a liar if I didn't say, or if I said that Rust in Peace wasn't one of the best albums, then I would be a liar. There we go. Trying to word that to make sure it was grammatically true. But, I think one of the 2000 album had Washington's Next, and that's a great song where he does an awesome guitar solo where Dave Mustaine uses his thumb and puts it on a fret while he starts fretting with the other fingers, do like a crazy bridge between two notes on the fretboard, which is something that every guitarist has tried once, I think, but it's something I don't think I've ever seen done in practice. Maybe Herman Lee. That dude does some crazy stuff. Die! I don't like any of those sounds. Oh, that's nasty.
This could be the Acromantula cave, Mr.
I love
Anthony.
the design of the Acromantula in this game. It looks, the face, they did such a good job for
this
creating
is
like
the infamous
Aragog's
absconder.
face from the movie. It's badass. I don't know what makes you the absconder, but I feel like we're gonna need this. Now I need to watch the new Wallace and Gromit movie came out on Netflix. I need to see it. I also need to see the new Chicken Run. I love Chicken Run. That movie. I love Aardman animation. And people who don't are wrong. I can remember going to see Curse the Were-Rabbit with my dad. And us, and I love the old Wallace and Gromit shorts. Ow. I was watching some of them with my dad and mom the other day. Yeah, it's a few weeks ago. My mom, she just kind of thinks anything that looks cool is cool. My dad, I won't say my mom doesn't have an appreciation for the arts, but it seems my dad being a musician and an artist, it seems like, you know, he has, and I don't mean it, like I said, it kind of sounds rude when I'm saying it. I'm not like dissing mom. My dad has more of an understanding of the arts, I should say. So I remember putting those on. He kept wanting to watch the next one. He's fascinated by claymation. But those first ones, I love it. They're a little bit, I wouldn't say cruder, but because I think the first one came out in the 80s. you can see like more like fingerprint marks in the clay, and the designs weren't exactly the way that people know them. Like they're a little just slightly rough on the edge. It's like when you watch early Simpsons or Family Guy. You know, like the animation is just a little off from what you know, what's the most famous. Futurama didn't have that issue, but also Matt Groening was already within the rhythm of things. The only thing that's weird about Futurama is just the color scale is a little different than the earlier. I guess the animation's like a little bit bumpy, not bumpier. Like the lines are a little bit like looser on the characters, but they're still very similar. What does one usually look for when they're looking for an heirloom? Is it an heirloom tomato? My mom can grow this. Well, looking for a chest is a good thing to do.
Confringo.
Oh, there you go.
I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Radley.
Yeah, come on. Ugh. Sometimes I'll try to show my dad anime, which he likes some of it he doesn't. Some of it he understands the appeal, it's just not for him. I showed him some the other night, and he did enjoy that. My mom even thought it was funny. She thought the plot of a character having his bingus
pocket watch from Milo's body.
stolen by a demon.
Merlin's
She thought it
beard.
was hilarious.
How did you?
But then we got to
Actually,
episode
I
7
don't
and
wanna
it made
know.
my mom
I
cry.
don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you.
She said she didn't like
Thank you
it
very
anymore.
much.
I also went and saw
I'm glad
Nosferatu
Milo's daughter
the
will
other
have
day.
something to remember him
I
by.
really enjoyed
I am
it.
too.
But also,
As
my
far-fetched
God, that
as
was a
his schemes
freaky
were,
movie.
Milo was a good friend, and
You know, I've seen
I
the
shall
original.
miss him.
I remember
Please,
I saw it a long
accept
time
this
ago, and then I
reward
watched
for
it
your
recently
trouble.
before going and seeing it. But I watched it a
you
long
have to
time
say?
ago because I saw it and I was like, Nosferatu?
Milo can
I was
rest
like,
in
I love
peace
that from
now that his wishes
SpongeBob,
have
and the
been
old one's
fulfilled
creepy
and
too,
his
even though it's a
daughter has
silent film.
something to remember him by.
It's cool. I love old 20 horrors movie, especially when they're going, ooh. We've had that one, but that might be the best one we've ever had. Oh, hell yeah, we got 180 XP from that. But yeah, the new Nosferatu, if you're into horror movies, go and see it. It's definitely... It's got some jump scares. It's a good blend between... Now, I'm not a huge horror movie fan. Well, I don't hate them. Typically, I wait. I have a hard time watching them in theaters. But, and this one I knew I had to go see just because it just looked too cool. And I always go see the new, like, Alien movies. And I mean, like, Ridley Scott Alien. So I went and saw Romulus. And that's one of my favorite movies of 24 was Alien Romulus. That movie kicked ass. Well, anyway, I'll see y'all next episode. Thank y'all for watching. If you liked this episode, be sure and hit that like button. If you really liked it, be sure and hit that subscribe button. You can find my Instagram down in the description below. And with that, have a good day.